Welcome back to Capital Journal. The Alabama Shakespeare Festival recently announced the upcoming 2025-2026 theater season. And joining me next to talk about it is Executive Director Todd Schmidt and Artistic Director Quin Gresham. Gentlemen, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Well, I want to get to what I think is the centerpiece of this theater season, The Wizard of Oz, upcoming show. But let's talk about the whole season. Really exciting stuff. We've got Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. That's exciting. Disney's Frozen, the Broadway musical. I think that's going to be a huge hit. The Lehman trilogy has roots here in Montgomery. Unforgettable with Nat King Cole music. Much Ado About Nothing. You're always going to have some great Shakespeare. Reconstruction, Chicken and Biscuits, Beautiful, the Carole King musical. Just a real packed season of shows. I know y'all are excited about it and busy getting to work. Let me first ask, what kind of goes into making these choices in terms of what to produce at the Shakespeare Festival?
Well, our goal, I think, is to come up with a season that serves as many different kinds of audience members as you can imagine. And also, too, thinking about our subscribers. If you're going to buy into the entirety of the season, we want you to have variety around every turn. And so we have comedy, we have mystery, we have drama, we have history, we have music, we have dancing. It's all in there, and I'm really pleased with what we were able to put together.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems actually pretty ambitious. Is that a good word to describe what? I mean, that's a pretty interesting list of shows.
I think yes, it is an ambitious season. It's Quin's first season that he's actually programmed, so it's exciting. I think the stuff he has chosen, as you said, is fantastic and will have broad appeal. There's some known titles. There's new work. One of the works we commissioned as part of our New Southern Canon reconstruction by Tony and Pulitzer Prize winner Robert Schenken. So it's a really ambitious season.
That's the word.
Yeah, ambitious. Well, we like to see that. That's great. Well, all right. Let's talk about Wizard. Let's talk about Wizard of Oz. We talked about this last time when you were on the show because you revealed the news that you were going to do it. You're in pre-production now, rehearsals for Wizard. It starts on July 9th, I believe.
That's right.
So it's time to get tickets
Yes.
right now. But talk about this because it's obviously an iconic show. But it's an exciting show, but it's at an exciting time with all the craze around Wicked, right?
Right. I mean, I keep saying that it's the much anticipated sequel to Wicked. Find out what actually happens to the Wicked Witch and Dorothy. It is such an important show that is sewn into the fabric of all of our lives. We all grew up watching this movie.
Sure.
I think we are all of an age that we remember when it would be broadcast every single year on TV.
Yeah.
The trick there, of course, is that everybody knows it. And have those iconic images burned into their memories.
So is that a challenge to put on a show that everybody knows the numbers, but you've got to kind of make it new and fresh, right?
You do, but you also have to honor the original that everyone is accustomed to seeing. And I think the real trick there is, one, you're breathing the same air as the Scarecrow, the Lion, the Tin Man Dorothy. And that's different than watching it on a screen. You know that your participation as an audience member actually has an effect on the work in front of you. But also, too, these are different actors. This is not Judy Garland. And just by virtue of a different actor playing the role, it comes to life in new and interesting ways. And Melissa Rain Anderson, our director, has done a terrific job in guiding this cast to honor the movie, but also to be true to themselves as actors.
One show that I remember a few years ago, I guess it was Sound of Music. Another iconic show that everybody has seen. And what y'all did, your choices with staging were so interesting that it did just kind of take you out of that, Julie Andrews thing. It really was its own show. So I'm looking forward to the staging choices that y'all have for Wizard.
Well, and much like Sound of Music in some ways, we have 11 local, kids in the show playing Munchkins, and that's always fun. Like in Sound of Music, you've got the young kids in Sound of Music. Same thing in this show. It really, we have got the whole generation. Every generation is represented on stage in this cast, from the little kids through the senior and adult actors, including Greta Lampert, who's playing the Wicked Witch of the West.
Now that's exciting. Now she's coming out of retirement for this, right?
Well,
Wasn't she semi-retired?
I think we bashed the retirement
Yeah.
thing. I think that's over.
Okay.
She did Hamlet this year, played Polonius,
That's right.
a typically male role. She retired from our staff, but she still lives in Montgomery and is available to act when it's appropriate and when it's something she's interested in doing.
Well,
And
this
she's
is
so
quite a
good.
role. Oh, well, I mean, what better role than Wicked Witch of the West? And that is fantastic. Yeah, the children, that's such a great tradition at ASF. And actually, a friend of the show, Jason Isbell, his son Griff is in this show. I think he was in Dreamcoat, too.
Yeah, last summer.
Griff and a number of the other children, I think, are running the risk of stealing the show completely.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
So the Munchkin scene, I hear about it every day, how great it is.
I can't wait. I'm probably gonna see it multiple times. Well, but also, and we've got images. You've got Toto, a real live dog. I would imagine that's again an ambitious choice. Talk about what it's been like having a real live dog as a member of the cast.
Well, William Berloni is the great animal trainer of the industry. He began in the 70s with the very first production of Annie and developed his own cottage industry of animal training for theater, TV, and film. And we were lucky to have Bill with us to get everything set and make sure that the dogs were doing what the dogs are supposed to do. The woman playing Glinda actually is the offstage dog handler. So the dogs live with Glinda. She works for Bill as well as being an actor.
Interesting.
And these dogs, I mean, they truly are some of the most disciplined actors I've ever been around.
Very true.
They're really good at what they do, and you will believe when Alexis Kinney as Dorothy sings "Somewhere Over the Rainbow" that Toto is listening with rapt attention. It's really exciting to see.
Well, I can't wait for that. Just that song alone is iconic unto itself. And what can audiences expect? Because I'm thinking of the movie. I did a production back in high school that was very different than the movie. How closely hewn is it to the movie? And I'm guessing a lot of the same numbers and things like that.
This version is very much like the film. The only departure is going to be a song that was actually cut from the film. They did film it, the Jitterbug, which is another of the beasts that the Wicked Witch sends to thwart Dorothy. Right. But the Jitterbugs, one, they have fantastic costumes, but the choreography is thrilling too.
I'm familiar with the Jitterbug, absolutely. Well, look, again, I want to encourage everybody to go see Wizard, enjoy all of this season. It's ambitious, it's exciting. But I wanted to get to that too because I want to give you an opportunity to talk about ASF as an institution. Yes, it's based here in the capital city, but this is a statewide institution that serves a statewide mission of promoting the arts, of enriching our lives, and education. So Todd, can you talk about that statewide mission and reach of the Shakespeare Festival?
Well, we are the State Theater of Alabama. We have been that since back in the 70s, I think that designation happened, when the theater was still in Anniston, Alabama. Mm-hmm. Moved to Montgomery now 40 years ago, right now. And, we've just been here and part of this region, but really the whole state. And as you say, we reach out primarily through the work we do through education. Our School Fest, kind of the student matinee series, attracts kids from every corner of this state, and some even from out of state, Georgia, Florida, and Mississippi. Of the 67 counties in Alabama, 60 of them have been to the theater in the last 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
There's 20,000 students a year that come through there just seeing these, brought in by their schools. We have great materials that go to the schools ahead of time to help them prepare. We do post-show discussions and follow up with all the students. And it's probably the biggest statewide impact. We certainly have visitors who come from every corner of the state and out of the state. Being the really only truly fully professional theater in the state, and unusual to have a theater with this reputation and this size, in a state like Alabama, really, because, not a state like this or theater like this in Mississippi, is a testament to the people here who have supported this theater since its early days in Anniston and moving to Alabama in 1985.
Absolutely. When I've brought out-of-state family and everything to shows, they can't believe it. Like, how this gym is right here in your hometown, right here in Alabama. And yeah, they're a little surprised, but jealous. I think a lot of states would love to have something like that. So yeah, I appreciate you kind of talking about that and the mission. Again, I want to encourage everybody. Where can we get tickets? Is it asf.net?
That's a great place to go.
Okay, asf.net. Get your tickets. Maybe buy a package.
Yes, we got tickets on sale right now for The Wizard of Oz, and then our new season, which you went through. Tickets are on sale now. So if you're interested in a package of seeing, there's 7 shows. There's a 5-show package or a 7-show package. It's the most affordable way to see theater here, and it's a great thing. You get a wide variety of shows, and I always talk to subscribers who surprise themselves and say, "Hey, I didn't really want to go see that show. It was just part of my package, but that was my favorite show of the season."
Yeah.
So you never know. You can surprise yourself, and our tickets start at $30, so they're affordable as well.
It's affordable, and it's a great way to support, as you said, the state's theater.
Yes.
The State Theater of Alabama. Well, gentlemen, good luck on this season. Again, it's ambitious, but I can't wait to see it.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
We'll be right back.